Hello YouTube. I thought I'd get my used up items for the month of April video out of the way a bit early this month, having been extremely late with my March ones. And I haven't finished up a huge amount of products this month, and I should pre-warn you that I'm not wholly enthusiastic about any of these items, but I think it's still, worth doing. I quite like to record what I've used for myself and what I've thought about items. And I know some people find it interesting. I love watching these videos by other people. I often get some really good tips and suggestions, and it's just interesting to see what different items people are using. Some things are difficult to talk about because they're not necessarily on sale very widely, or they're older ranges. I do have so many products that sometimes take me a long time to use up, and one of the things that I've kind of been thinking of this month is how I can flit from product to product, particularly with skincare. I have a few real old faithfuls that I do use a lot and regularly, but other things I tend to open, use for a bit, and then I've got a new sample or bought something new and I use that for a bit. And because I've been kind of thinking about working on the condition of my skin and being more systematic about my skincare this month, maybe that's something that I need to work on in the future. But anyway, with those thoughts out of the way, what have I used up? What would I repurchase? Skincare first of all, because those have kind of been the most interesting items this month. I finally used up this item, which is DDF, which I think stands for Dermalogica Doctor's Formula, something like that, an American brand. And this was the Redness Relief that I bought in Sephora, not on my last visit, so not at the tail end of last year, but either earlier last year or possibly even the tail end of 2012. And I was beginning to become aware at that stage in my life of increasing problems with redness, broken capillaries around my nose and on the cheek area, and wanting to find something to combat that. And I remember I picked this product because I had read some review somewhere or other recommending it. When I looked online again recently, I can't actually even find that this particular product is still on sale, although there are others to deal with similar skin problems. And I have to say I'm not exactly surprised, although it's taken me a while to use it up. My conclusion is that really it wasn't very effective for me. It certainly didn't noticeably improve the condition of broken capillaries. I'm not sure, to be honest, if any topically applied skin product can. I mean, I have had some cosmetic treatments such as Intense Pulse Light, which have been effective for me in healing obvious broken capillaries. But the general sort of redness, I didn't feel this improved. And what I didn't like about the product was I did find it drying. It's a kind of bluey green fluid, gel-like fluid. I don't think any of it's... No, it's literally, I have used it all up. Which I put on but found, was really quite drying even when I put on moisturiser afterwards. So I wouldn't buy this product. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not sure you can even buy it anymore. It was a bit of a waste of money because it was quite expensive, as I recollect. Another item that I can't even remember how much this cost me was La Therapie Masque pour les yeux Hydrating Eye Mask, which I'm pretty sure was one of those products that was kind of pushed on me at the end of a facial, and I kind of gave in. I hate it when therapists kind of go on the hard sell. I've learnt how to deal with that a little bit better more recently, but I have been a bit of a pushover in the past because I know that that's how they make their money. But you do get products that you wouldn't otherwise buy, and this was one of them. It does appear to still be on sale. It costs a whopping $75 from what I can see, American dollars that is. I bought it in the UK for sure, I've really tried to use it, and it just does nothing at all for my eye area. It doesn't smell very nice. It's a kind of sticky gel. In desperation, because there's quite a lot of product here, 1.8 fluid ounces, I've even been putting it over the rest of my face. But honestly, it's so ineffective and so not pleasant an experience that I'm just junking the rest of the tube. Now, what I would say is interesting when I've looked up the product now, I see that the online promises it makes are very carefully worded. So, for example, it says it soothes dark circles. Note not that it actually corrects or improves dark circles, just that it soothes. In other words, it's a cooling gel, much like Vaseline or an ice cube that you put on, that feels good but does nothing at all. So, again, I think the lesson to be learned is A, don't get bamboozled into buying things from therapists at the end of a session, and B, read the claims that are being made for a product really, really carefully. I haven't always done that. I've used up quite a lot of samples this month, which is a good way of trying out products. One of them that I want to talk about is Ren. This is an organic skincare range that gets a lot of very positive feedback on websites and in the media, and I think broadly, in my experience, for good reason. This is the Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. What I want to say about the sample is that I really like that when you get Ren samples, they are a decent size, so you can really try the product. All too often, you get these tiny little sachets with hardly any product in at all that you can't really formulate a sensible judgment on the basis of them. And I really appreciate brands that put their money where their mouth is. In other words, give you a decent sized sample for free, confident in the knowledge that actually if you get the chance to test out their product for a week or whatever is a reasonable time for that type of product, you will be so impressed you will buy. And I feel that with Ren. Now, I liked this cleansing milk because I've got a lot of cleansing milks that I actually am quite satisfied with. I won't necessarily purchase this product, but I am using at the moment a couple of their moisturisers, which I'll probably be talking about next month, that I have been impressed with and I probably would buy. So all kudos to Ren for handing out decent samples. I also had some good samples from a new Japanese brand. This was in a goodie bag of an event I went to for Space NK. And I think the product is called Sai Sei. It's a Japanese brand that Space NK is now stocking on their website. And I had this body scrub, the bath and shower gel, and actually a body cream that I haven't quite finished yet. I didn't really like it, I have to say. It gets quite good write-ups in the few reviews I've seen. I think probably it's the fragrance that didn't do it for me. It's supposed to contain green tea, which I think probably it's the green tea extracts that I'm not keen on the smell. Although the consistency of the products was quite nice. So it's one to look out for if you like that fragrance. Fragrance is a very personal thing. Used up another of the good old Body Shop reduced vanilla Gourmand. I think this was a special. Wasn't my favourite fragrance, but they're good value. Always on the lookout for travel sizes in Superdrug. This was fine for a deodorant. Throwing away a Victoria's Secret liner that doesn't help that I lost the top. Pretty colour, but horribly brittle. Terrible consistency. Wouldn't buy those again as a result. Anyone else like buying foreign products just to see their toothpaste written in French? I'm a sucker for that. Use this one. I'm going through a lot of dental products at the moment because I am having Invisalign treatment, which means I have to be very, very careful about my oral hygiene. So I'm going through toothpaste and you know, various other dental products like nobody's business. If anyone wants me to talk about that, please say so. I don't think I'm going to have time to talk very much in this video because I try to keep them at about 10 minutes about various fragrances I've been trying. So I might talk about those in a separate video, but I have got through quite a few this month, and obviously the various samples. Nothing striking other than the Eve Lom, too heavily fragranced and too heavier moisturiser for my personal taste. But this is the Tender Loving Care Cream, a really heavy duty cream for those who are fans of the creme de la mer type cream, which I hate. It does nothing for me, but a very similar consistency and heavy fragrance. Obviously pleases some people out there, and this may be a good alternative if you're a creme de la mer fan, which I'm not, because I think this was a very similar product in this sample. So those were my faves and raves. Not really many faves or raves this month, but let's cross our fingers for next month's favourites, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.